Minecraft, but I can only build with the color brown. Before we start building, let's go see what the wheel will choose for me. The wheel will decide plot size, amount of rooms, amount of floors, and style. First up, let's see what our plot size will be. This time we're getting 15 by 30. Now, how many rooms are we making today? Will it be a lot or will it be a little? 9. All right. It's not the most rooms, but it's basically the most rooms. Let's go see what each one will be. The first room is going to be a dining room. The second room is a storage room. For the third room, we're going to get a bathroom. Room number 4 is a pet room. Room number 5 is a portal room. Number 6 is a living room. Room number 7 is going to be another bathroom. Room number 8 is a kitchen. And room number 9 is a bedroom. How many floors will this house have? Will it be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? 3. And finally, the style is going to be fantasy. I get to make a poop castle. I'm just kidding, that's not what it's gonna be. Maybe, I don't know. But today we're building a 3-floor fantasy house with 9 rooms and a 15 by 30 plot. It's a brown castle. Are some of those windows suspiciously shaped like little poops? Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of like a castle and a house mixed together. We have this central part of the build that feels like a house, and then we have cute castle-y bits with flags on the corners, with balconies on the front, back, and sides. As we go inside, you'll first see a staircase leading up to the second floor. But first, let's go over here. So this space will be for the storage room because it's right behind the kitchen and I thought it would make a great pantry area. Speaking of the kitchen, that'll go right here. In the middle of the space below the stairs, we'll have the dining room. And then over here, we'll have a living room with 2 bathrooms behind that wall. As we go upstairs, this entire floor actually is going to be for the portal room. And then if we go up any of these ladders, this top floor will be for the bedroom and pet room. Now, because this is a castle, and because I put the 2 bathrooms next to each other, I thought it would be fun to have one for kings and one for queens. With the Chisel and Bits mod, I was able to create some crowns to go outside the rooms, and now that we have these, we can decorate the bathrooms. Since I want this wall that separates both of the bathrooms to be an accent wall, we're just gonna quickly break this and replace it with this. I realize there's a habit forming. I'm pretty sure I've used this block for all of my showers so far, if not most of them. But anyway, yes, this is gonna be the shower area for the queen's bathroom, and this is going to be the shower area for the king's bathroom. This time I want to make a combination bathtub and shower, so we can add some slabs like this to make a bathtub. For the shower head and faucet, we can just use some buttons, and then we'll fill it with water. On this side of the bathroom, we can add a sink with some counters, a mirror in the corner, some pretend hand towels. Over here, we can have some soap. Above that, we can have some incense, and then over here, we can build a toilet. And now, yes, I do recognize that there are windows in these doors that see, but we're just not gonna worry about that. Moving on to this bathroom, we're gonna do the same thing but opposite. We'll add a sink with some counters, a mirror, some incense, soap, a towel, a toilet, and a shower. For the living room, we can start by adding a TV on the wall. Below that, we can have some drawers to store games and TV controllers. Above the TV, I want to add a couple of trapdoors and make them brown. That way, we've got a shelf for some random knickknacks. We could put a Glock on the wall, some assorted brown pots, and a dead cactus. To make this area feel a bit more put together, we can just surround everything with some bookshelves. And then over here, we can add a couch. In front of the couch, I want to have a coffee table, but first we gotta break some of these blocks so we can add a carpet. Ta-da! Now on either side of this couch, we can add an end table with a brown lamp on it so we can display a few more decorations. I want to add some counters under both of these windows. And then on top of each one, we can have these fancy block sculptures and we can have some dead bushes. Moving on to the dining room, I want to break some of these blocks and replace them with wool so we can have a carpet under our table. Speaking of a table, we'll put 3 of them like this. We'll add some chairs to either side. And then on the table, we can have some pretend pillow plates and a bush. Since I don't have any brown lamps lanterns. Above the dining room table, we're adding fairy lights. And now to make this area by the window feel a little less empty, I want to add another counter. And then I want to surround the window with bookshelves. But not just regular bookshelves. We'll have some regular bookshelves, but we'll also have these. Basically, the bookshelves in the mod that I use only lets you put books on them, but these ones let you display items. Because this is a dining room, I figured we could pretend that this is kind of like a china cabinet. Look at this. I have a plate. And if I click on this shelf, the plate goes on display. Man, I just got so sad. I was about to fill this entire area with some plates when I remembered that these plates are white and not brown. Therefore, I cannot use them. That's okay. Instead of dishes, we'll just display bowls. For the kitchen, I want to make it fancy. By fancy, I mean we're gonna have 2 sinks and 2 refrigerators. We'll surround these sinks by a couple of lower cabinets. We'll add some more of them along this part of the wall, but in the middle, we'll add our furnace and surrounded by some trapdoors. We'll add some upper cabinets above the lower cabinets, and I actually want to put a few trapdoors above that too. In the middle of the space, we're gonna add an island with a couple of bar stools. On the island, we can have some more plates. Oh wait, actually we need food. Over here, we can display a steak. Here we can have a cookie. Over here we can have some bread. And maybe on the island we can have the coconut. There has been a change of plans. I found some really cute decorations. So, the food that was out, unfortunately, had to be sacrificed. The bread that was in this item frame is no more because we have this. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's bread, but we don't just have a bread loaf. We also have a bread slice. Now back by the stove, we can display some knives and utensils. Then we can have a blender and some kitchen spatulas. I also have these really cute shelves that I want to put somewhere. Maybe they can go above the refrigerators. We can grab a few more of these pillows to pretend that they're hand towels by the sinks. And for a final touch, we'll add some carpet. Now because the storage room is really narrow, I'm going to focus on putting all the storage stuff on this wall. We can start by adding a bunch of drawers. Then on each space that doesn't have a window, we can add some cupboards. We can put some crates on top, and then on top of those, we can add some bookshelves. Even though I said I wanted the majority of the storage to be on this side of the room, this side is now feeling really awkward and empty. So, I think it would look nice if we added a few more drawers, not on every single block to make it feel too closed in, but just a little bit like this. Then above each of these, we can add a bunch of item frames to display a bunch of items. We've got cocoa beans, coconuts, mushrooms, dead bushes, bowls, dirt, a stick, books, and cookies. Ta-da! Now upstairs in the portal room, I want to make it look like you're going to Dirtland. So we have to make this place look as naturey and brown as possible. Luckily, I do have some dead brown bushes and these dirty glass panes to take us to the dirt dimension. Starting with the portals, I think I want to put one here and one there so we could just fill this entire area with these dirty panes. We could surround the portal with different types of dirt and we can have a bunch of leaves everywhere. On the ground, I want to use a bunch of these framed trapdoors along with these framed pressure plates so we can make some different dirt paths. We can add a couple different shades of carpet and then we can add some dead bushes. Look! I found mud! Maybe we should make these mud on the bottom and just have the leaves hang from the ceiling. And then surrounding the open parts of this dirt portal, we can add a bunch of mud balls. Obviously, we need to have some brown fairy lights in this area, and maybe even a couple of these pillows. I have done things, and I've made some changes. But look at it now! I liked the leaves, but it also just wasn't really the vibe for Dirtland. So I replaced the leaves with more mud blocks, and because I used mud blocks, I could also make mud slabs. Oh, and I did put a bunch of coconuts everywhere because I'm pretending they're mud balls. Now let's just quickly mirror this on the other side of the room by making our dirt portal, adding our dirty dirt glass panes, hang some more mud from the ceiling, add a bunch of mud balls, add some pretend mud balls, and then we'll make the floor. Ah, yes, the portals to the dirt dimension. Beautiful. But now that this is done, there's only 2 more rooms to decorate. Because there's quite a bit of space up here, I've decided to make this bedroom a shared space. So we can have 1 bed over here and 1 bed over there. Starting with the beds, I actually want to make a storage bed. We can do that by making the drawers the headboard. Then we can place a bed in the middle and surround it with slabs. On the back part of this bed, we can add a lamp on this side with a bush on this side. And then to give this area some contrast so it's not just tons of planks everywhere, we can add a checkered carpet. Because there's not much wall space in here, I want to add some shelves above the bed like this. Then we can add a couple of bookshelves, a plant, and this may be kind of odd, but I want to add an armor stand. Ta-da! Now above this bed, we obviously have to add some fairy lights, and I actually want to put those along the middle part of this room. So we can have another set of fairy lights in the middle, and then 1 more over here. Now to make the ceiling a little more interesting, I want to add a couple of beams going across like this, and like this. And now let's mirror this bedroom on this side. Now because our color is brown and we're technically in an attic, our bedroom has bats. Hello everybody! Oh, look how cute they are when they hang upside down. But okay, obviously I'm not just gonna spawn a bunch of bats in here and call that a day. We've got to decorate at least a little bit. First of all, I thought these posts would look kind of cool over here. Unfortunately, this little man's gotta move. Hello, excuse me. Thank you. Then I know that these are bats and not dogs, but look at these cute little animal beds. They're cute and they're brown, so it works. Also, I know this food bowl is yellow, but the food inside of it is brown, and we can just pretend it's a bunch of bugs or something. So we've got beds in a bowl over there. We can put some more beds in a bowl over on this side. And then in the middle of this space, I want to make a bat carpet. Well, now that all 9 rooms have been decorated, it's time to go on a tour. As we head inside the giant brown castle, on the left we have our fancy kitchen with 2 sinks, 2 refrigerators. We have a bunch of cool utensils and kitchen gadgets. And we have bread. Behind this kitchen, we have a storage room full of all the essentials like sticks. Back through the kitchen and under the stairs, we have a beautiful dining room with some tables and chairs, brown carpets, and pretend china cabinets. Next to that, we have the living room with our TV, a bunch of brown decorations, and a sofa, of course. Then through this door, we have the queen's bathroom, and through this door, we have the king's bathroom. As we head upstairs, we'll find a lot of dirt and dirt portals that take us to the dirt dimension. And then at the very top level of the house, we've got a bedroom and pet room. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like the brown house? Let me know in the comments what your favorite part was, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe.